You don't have a computer?
I do, but I don't have a microphone.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna send you a link to your Facebook page of an awesome microphone you can get for about $35.
Sweet. Yeah, that would be awesome, man. I would really like that. Thank you. All right. Well, could you just tell me, Billy, really briefly, what happened when you were with Antonio Thursday night?
Okay. So, me and Antonio, Sarah, and Carla were all in the car, and we're driving down the street where we saw the black EPD car there, and like, hey, is that a Borski? And because we know if it's a Borski, there's going to be a stop pretty soon, so we'll have some material. And we saw the license plate, and they got it memorized and all that. So yeah, it was him. So we whooped in down the street, kind of where he didn't know we were there. And well, first I had rolled the window down, and I reached outside and pulled the Ron Ball sign off the door, so Borski wouldn't make the car, right? So we all get out of the car. Me and Carla go on one side, and we get there first while Antonio goes to park, and him and Sarah come around on the other side. And we're about, I don't even know, about 50, 60, 75 feet away from a Borski. I mean, we're kind of on down the block a little ways. And so I'm standing there filming him, zoomed in on it and all that. And well, anyways, so I'm set up and I'm filming, and then Borski's in the car, and we hear him calling over the speaker, Mr. Buehler, step back and all that, And I'm like, well, what the hell, man? Because I don't see Antonio anywhere. And I've got, my camera zoomed in and everything. And the next thing I know, in the background, while I'm watching Borski doing the field sobriety test, I see this red blob come moving up, and then it gets it clear into focus, and it's Antonio's T-shirt. And I see, we've all been there. I see how his arms are behind his back. Nobody really walks around like that. So, well, shit, Antonio got arrested. I guess you can't use that S word there. But that's what I thought.
And how far back from the suspected, what we think it was maybe a suspected DWI person that was pulled over, someone suspected of that, being pulled over and being given the field sobriety test. How far away were you from them when you were filming?
At least 50 feet.
Okay, and how far away was Antonio from them?
The way I was standing, because I was on the sidewalk, I've got a clear shot all the way down the street. And there's, the fence and stuff that's up right there, so he couldn't have been standing right up there on him. If he'd been standing anywhere close to him, he'd have shown. And
so how far would you estimate Antonio was from the suspected person that was being detained for suspected DWI?
Just from searching my memory of the way the sidewalk and the businesses and everything were set up right there, I don't think he could have been any closer than 30 feet.
Okay, and you were 30 feet away from that person as well?
Oh, at least. And
on the other side, so you were, would you say a good estimate, at least 60 feet away from Antonio or more when you filmed it?
Like I said, I couldn't even see him on my camera until he got arrested, and they're walking him up. So he was way on back there.
Wow. Well, that says something about the distance and how they're trying. They say there's not a 50-foot distance thing, but in all practice of their policy of their department, that seems like it's in the handbook now.
Well, what we need to do is get a tape measure and go back out there. Because I know exactly where I was standing, and in the video shows where Oborski's standing. And then we can go on the other side and we can get Antonio to show us, where he was when he got arrested and all that.
Yep.
We can measure it out and know exactly how far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then you were saying something.
Nobody thought of this till now.
And you're saying something earlier. It seems like they just spotted Antonio immediately on the scene, and they Oborski was determined to arrest him. Would you say that's so, from him speaking in the megaphone at the very beginning?
Actually, what I would say is that because he dropped me